Hi, my name is Andrea, and I train service dogs for children with autism. Some of these children are nonverbal or limited verbal. I wonder what it would be like to have so much to say, but to be trapped in a body that couldn't express my thoughts. Though I'm unsettled by the idea of a person capable of speech, unwilling to express herself, I'm anguished by the thought of a person desiring to speak and to be heard, but physically unable to do so. Maybe that's why I train service dogs. When a kid walks into a store with a dog, they're bound to get asked about it. Either they get asked about the dog, or if they can pet it, or what on earth the dog is doing in the grocery store. When the question is directed at the child and not the parent is when the magic happens. A little boy or little girl who might never have wanted to speak to a stranger before can now boast about their service dog. The child gets to decide if the stranger can pet their dog, and usually they're pleased to grant permission. One of the dogs that I have trained is out in the world doing this exactly. I'm going to tell you about Max. Max has autism and Down syndrome, and he's limited verbal. I trained his service dog, Nico. We visited Max one afternoon to see how he's getting along with Nico. The entire afternoon, he barely spoke. Then, a few weeks later, our program director called to check up on Max and his family. She jokingly asked Max, "Do you want me to take that ugly dog off your hands?" And this is the amazing part. He put on a big voice and told our program director, "Nico is my dog." Nico gave Max reason to have a voice. This is why I believe in voice. And I don't always mean I'm talking to y'all and you're listening to me. I mean self-expression. I mean speaking. I mean writing. I mean sign language. I mean assistive technologies. I mean rapid prompting method. If you haven't heard of rapid prompting method, it's an amazing tool. It's had success giving voice to people with autism who are nonverbal. Essentially, instead of speaking, they point at letters on a board. By spelling out their thoughts, they have a voice. I value these types of voice, just as I value spoken voice. It's been incredible to live and learn in a community that shares the value of voice with me. This semester has felt like a 4-month-long cultivation of my voice. The right words with the right audience and the passion behind the words. That's how CSG started, with some very passionate voices. I'm someone who knows exactly what I want to use my voice for. 16 weeks away from home has given me clarity. I woke up one morning in the big bunk room and realized that I didn't value service dogs as much as the voice they give. 16 weeks away has given me appreciation for my voice and confidence in my voice. If I have something I want the world to hear, I'm going to be the person who shares that vision with the world. I'm not going to let anyone else tell my story for me, because I am very capable, and only I can tell my story right. My story is going to be one that gives voice. I imagine early intervention programs for children with autism. one that places these children in an environment surrounded by the love and healing of animals. I imagine dogs. I imagine horse therapy. I imagine chickens and goats. Or maybe I would take this vision in a different direction. Instead of preparing toddlers to have a voice in their homes and schools, I could use animals to help adults with autism who are fresh out of high school. I could push them to use their voices at their colleges or in their communities where they are adult members. Or I could give my story an entirely different plot. I could learn American Sign Language. I've learned the words that I need for my manifesto, but I still have so much to learn. I could interpret for the deaf, or I could use my ASL skills to give children with autism yet another outlet for self-expression. I leave CSG craving the ability to make myself noticeable. I believe that my voice can make me noticeable. I want my voice to bring about change. CSG has helped me to realize that I have a strong voice. My words make things real. I learned this from Grace. If asked how she is, Grace can be counted upon to respond with the word excellent or a similar sentiment. I've tried this out. If I say my day was excellent, soon I discover my day actually was excellent. Today, I stood before you and told you exactly what I want to do with my life. Maybe between now and the end of college, the specifics of my story will change, and that's perfectly all right with me. But now that I have given voice to my story, I can make it real.